Da sind wir auch wieder auf dem etwas staubigen Mars, wollte ich gesagt haben, nicht im. So, wie sieht es eigentlich bei dir aus?
I have a few questions to ask you, if it's okay. You seem to be only thinking about the resistance. Why?
It's true. I hope they'll help me understand, to get over my parents too. And I can't just stand back. I have to do something or I'll go crazy.
I understand. Come on, let's go.
Yes?
I have a few questions. What'd you do before?
Not much. My parents had a store and I was going to take it over. I was sort of learning the tricks of the trade. But I wasn't really into it, to be honest. I preferred hanging out with my friends. And you?
I was the guild's dowser, didn't you know?
Really? That must have been something.
You can't possibly imagine. Actually, I did lots of little jobs here and there. Not always a lot of fun, but you gotta do what it takes. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Dann suchen wir uns mal diese Bar. Aber wahrscheinlich werden wir zwischendurch noch ein paar Mal kämpfen müssen. Hey ho. Jetzt zur Bar? Keiner? Na, schau mal an. So. Ist hier noch was? War geht's hier lang, laut der Karte. Ist das jetzt eine... Ach ja, ich kann ja mittlerweile tolle Sachen. Ganz vergessen. So. durch. Innocent. Okay.
We should be okay now, but we're gonna need information, and I figure we're gonna need Charity for that.
So. Dann schauen wir mal. Hier können wir mal ein bisschen was brauchen. Weil die Chance erhöhen, dass wir das betäuben. So. Was kann man hier beim nächsten Mal? Ach, das wollte ich eigentlich machen. Schade. Da ich da nicht dran gedacht habe. Ja, hier können wir gerade noch nichts machen. Alles klar. So, was ist hier? Okay. Dann wieder runter. Und diesmal doch zum Charity gehen. Was war hier lang? Laut Karte. So. Ist nichts mehr. Wo ist denn die Bar? Ah. Hat sich erledigt. Was mitgehen? Ah. Alles klar. Hier darf ich wohl nicht rein. Das ist auch Charity. Das sieht aber weniger wie eine Bar, als vielmehr wie ein Bordell aus hier.
Well, well, well. The handsome Roy is back. And with a cute little boy, too. Care to introduce us?
Charity, this is Innocence. Innocence, this is Charity, the great lady of Shadowlair.
A great lady. Don't listen to him, boy. I used to be a whore. Nothing more. But I don't keep my ears plugged.
That's kind of why we came to see you. We'd like to know what happened to some former members of the militia.
Former militia? His family, I suppose. Poor kid. Pretty much all of them were arrested in a single night. No one knows what happened to them after.
I imagine there's a kind of a resistance movement, seeing what the government's like. Kid wants to get in touch with them.
You know, they're a secret society, and a secret society is, well, secret, you see? They don't exactly carry signs saying who they are. It'll take time. And I need a favor. A friend of mine disappeared. And she's not the kind of girl anyone files a missing person on, if you see what I mean. She left a while back to go to Tierville, and she never came back. Find her, Roy, and I'll find the resistance for you.
In the shopping district, huh? All right, I'll take care of it.
Yes?
Come on, let's go.
Okay. das wohl wieder ist. Na cool, Heilungspakete ist immer schön. Machen wir mal die Tafel. Wo ist die Tafel? Wo ist die Tafel? War da irgendwo eine Tafel da?
All that Technomancer shit for just one guy. Man, it would suck to be him.
Hey, you, sir. Listen, do you think you could help me out?
Problem?
You can say that again, but I think you're the guy for the job. From what I've seen, you're not the kind scared of duking it out with scumbags.
I'm not planning on making a career out of it.
Of course, but it's for a good cause, see? There's this gang of junkies that's set up in my workshop. I can't go there anymore. And if I can't work, well, I can't earn a living. I'll pay you, of course.
So I get a bunch of addicts out of your place. Then what?
Then I'll give you some serum, of course. And if you ever need a hand, you just let me know. Turnabout and all that, right?
All right, I'll go see those squatters.
Thank you so much. I owe you. And actually, I'm the craftsman around here.
Roy, wandering evictor. Later.
Okay, müsste ja dann hier sein.
Don't you take me for a fool, Chance. I can see you've been taking it again.
You're looking for trouble? Last time wasn't enough?
Yeah. Beware, brothers. Magical men full of anger are patrolling the neighborhood.
What? Who are you?
Delivery man, I got an order to deliver a dozen kicks in the ass at this address. Won't take long, promise.
Oh yeah? You just tried, you fucking fuck!
Please don't hurt them. They're just kids.
They look old enough to stand and walk to the door, unless maybe they want to crawl.
But they don't know what they're doing. That drug makes them that way. They have no idea what they're doing. To other people and themselves.
Are you suggesting I let a guy who didn't do a thing pay for them?
No, of course not. That's not what I meant. But violence will only make things worse. I can hardly get through to my son. Please, they're just kids. Go after the ones who take advantage of them instead.
So basically, you want me to take out their dealer? I don't really see how that's any of my business.
They're squatting here to hide, and because their dealer's nearby. If you cut off their supply, you'll be creating a long-term answer to your problem. And you'll be saving lives.
Okay, ich gehe zum Dealer.
All right, I'll go find the dealer. Just don't make me regret it.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, they'll react fast. I'm a nurse, and I know the effects of all these drugs only too well. Their dealer's called Serenity, I think. He has a place in the shanty. I'll show you on your map.
All right, I'll go pay him a visit.
Okay. So, das hier sieht ja schon ziemlich nach Slums aus hier, ne? Ne, die Slums sind hier lang. Wo ist hier Serenity? Ach lol. So, dann gehen wir mal einen Dealer zusammenschlagen. Verdammt. Nö. Tja, Jungs. Mit wem habt ihr euch hier angelegt? Mit wem habt ihr euch hier angelegt? Danke, dass du mir geholfen hast, Mann. Okay, da ist der Dealer.
Did you hear that? They say Technomancers are doing raids downtown.
Nee.
Serenity, I presume?
You presume too much. If you don't know who you're dealing with, you got no business here.
I know who I'm dealing with. That's why I came to see you. To ask you to stop selling your shit to Chance and his gang. Ask being a euphemism, if you even know what that means.
A feminism, huh? Funny, I don't know what you're talking about. But now I'm the one asking. I'm asking you to leave real fast, or your head'll be asking to get kicked in. If you even know what that means.
Okay.
Okay, I see we've got a bit of a misunderstanding going on here. What I can do, if needed, is get the message across by taping it to my foot, and then shoving said foot right up your ass until the info gets permanently printed into your brain. And if it's still not clear to you after that, well, we can try violence.
Whoa, hang on a sec, dude. Okay. We got a misunderstanding here, you're right. You show up like that and talk to me about a gang of kids as if they're the only ones come around to see me. But now I think about it a bit, I think I know who you mean. Chance, yeah. The kids who hang out in the old guy's workshop. I see who you mean now. And you know what? No problem. Not one more hit for them. It's over. The kids are blacklisted. Not like I forced them, though. They came looking for me like everybody else. But next time, don't worry. I'll send them right back to Mom. I suppose his mother sent you, huh? Anyway, don't worry about it, all right? Nothing's gonna happen to her.
Better not. If anything does, or if I see those kids strung out again, I know where to find you.
Okay. Ja, hab ich geschafft. Super. Nicht. Nee, wollte ich nicht hin. Zumindest noch nicht. War ich hier schon oder? Nee. Oder?
The access looks blocked for the moment.
Okay. Das bestätigt mir im Grunde, dass wir hier reinkommen. Ach komm. So, der wird schon dann zurück zu mir teleportieren.
Yes?
Come on.
Hey, die sind immer noch da.
Hello again. Thank you for taking care of the dealer and for giving the kids a chance.
I hope they're smart enough to take it. Your son's doing better? Must be tough, quitting cold turkey like that.
It is tough, but there are no half measures with these substances. It'll take a good week before he's gone through all the phases. I give him pain relievers, and that way I keep him near me, too, until this is over.
And his father?
I'd rather not talk about that. I told Chance he was dead, and I hope he is.
I see. Good luck. You know the craftsman whose workshop your son set up in?
Mr. Frugality? Of course, he was living here before I was even born. He's hardly a master of his trade, but he's a good man. I cared for his wife when I was starting. I'll never forget.
What'd she have?
She never managed to give birth. I helped the doctor with various treatments. But when it turned out that she was showing symptoms of mutation, the son of a bitch decided that her sterility was a sign that she simply shouldn't have children. He denounced her so she would be put in a reserve with the other mutants. But she preferred to take her own life. Mr. Frugality was the one who found her, hanging in the workshop. A letter for him at her feet. The poor man. I don't know how he can stay there.
I think it must be harder for him to leave it. I'm going.
Ja, armes Schwein.
Thank you. I'd never be back in my workshop if it hadn't been for you. You saved my life, you know?
Surely you'll return the favor. I went for a non-violent approach. At least with them. They decided to leave the place on their own.
Yeah, well, they didn't look real happy. They even threatened me. But at least they left. Guess I should think about getting some kind of weapon. I gotta be able to protect myself.
Might be a good idea, you know? The scumbags around here may not be hard to impress, but if you don't show a few teeth, You'll sleep outside again and they'll just walk all over you.
Ah, you got that right. I'll go equip myself.
Okay.
What's the deal with this place? How'd it become the hangout for all the addicts in Shadowlair?
Not all of them, really. But if I told you this part of the city used to be really happy and lively, well, that'd be a happy and lively pile of crap. I've been living here for 40 years now, and it's only ever been a slum. The slum, like everyone calls it, even if none of the other parts of town are all that great either. Anyway, it still found a way to go downhill. People weren't real happy, that's for sure, but they at least didn't go getting all violent like that. They got sold a dream, and they were let down.
And who sold it to them?
Oh, lots of folks. Same ones that promised everybody water, a place in the shade, or even just a job to make life easier. You know. The same one who promised them a future if they joined the army and told everybody one day we'll all go back to Earth. And of course there's those that try to get you to believe everything will be better as soon as you stick a needle in your arm. But those guys are smart. Half the time, what they say is true. One of them hangs out here, apparently. Don't ask me where, but the slum's his turf. And seeing as the army doesn't come around that often, pretty much all the junkies are here.
I thought you couldn't stand those addicts.
Sometimes I get carried away, say things I shouldn't. But you got my workshop back from me, and that's all I needed. I got nothing against those kids, to be honest. You can't really say they ever had it easy. Back in the day, we weren't exactly well off, but at least we had hope.
Okay.
I gotta admit, I don't really see why you stick around this dump.
We moved here nearly 40 years ago, my wife and I. Wasn't the lap of luxury, but we couldn't really afford anything else. And there were things to do around here at the time. She was an artist, you know? I just ran the store. Compared to what she could do with her hands, the Technomancers were nothing. She was a real magician. She's not here anymore. But I can't leave our workshop. We built it together. I'd have liked to know the place was going to survive both of us. If we'd had a kid, that would have been what we wanted more than anything. Well, almost anything.
I see. Since you've been living here, you must have heard about Charity, I guess.
Of course. Great woman. I don't even want to think what things would be like around here without her.
I suppose so.
It's not what you think. She's got good company, that's for sure, but that's not all she does. You know?
Really?
It may seem like an old-fashioned idea, but she's a good person. She helps people. And has enough influence so things run pretty much smoothly, even though the militia disappeared. It's sure not the Source or its soldiers who are going to do that for us. Hooker or not, it's people like her that we need, not them. Maybe Wisdom and his guard dog should try selling their bodies to see what it's like. They could do with a change of perspective. I mean, don't go repeating that, of course. You tend to relax a bit when the cat's not around.
No problem. I can't even think of how to fit it into a conversation.
Okay, dann gehen wir jetzt mal.
Later.
Innocence hält sowieso die ganze Zeit sein Gesicht in den Weg. So. Haben wir dem noch was zu erzählen? Nee, gerade nicht.
Come on.
Ja. Lass mal gucken. Tranquility? Na gut. Ich würde erstmal sagen, wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder. Ich freue mich drauf. Bis dann. Tschüss, euer Asaldor.